All right, I forgot I gotta get the accessories out.
That is fucking dope.
In the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a like a green star in the distant heavens.
What's up, y'all? And welcome to another well-rounded, always delivering just like a pregnancy show of Epic Nerd Time. Here, we're just a little late, but we are making it sliding right into home, just like Willie Mays Hayes and the wonderful Kobe Bryant and tmnt figure collecting. Guys, how the hell are you?
What's up, Jonesy? Good to see you, buddy. What's up, Ken?
Been good. Been busy. We've all been busy, I think.
Such is life.
Yeah, such is life.
I'll start it off, Jonesy. I noticed the AEW wrestling shirt. Give us a rundown on that experience. It looked awesome.
It was fun. It was fun. It was a really good fun time. Sat close enough to the pyro, I could feel the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was different without the announcers like on TV, you know, but that was good.
Right. Good. Where'd you go to see that again?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, nice.
Oh, man, that's a haul. Like, I don't know. That's always just like a freaking haul. It's to get up there.
Yeah, it's not so much going up there. I guess it's coming back.
Right. Yeah.
It's the haul back that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you cross the Mason-Dixon line, and it's like this.
Yeah. What about you, B? Didn't you move? You actually
I moved, man. Yeah, as you'll notice, as the fans will notice, I'm in a new room.
Yes.
Yep. Did the big thing and moved. That was a nightmare. Just like, it was good. It was good, but you know, you never know how much stuff you have until you move.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I'm extremely spoiled American, and I have so much.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, it's good, man. Getting set up. I still need to set up drums and stuff, but got some figs up. It's starting to feel like home. You know, it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, you got a good room for all your stuff. You know, plenty of space to add on.
Yeah, definitely got a hobby room. Got some soundproofing I need to put up, drums, wire them up, and then get a round table and get all you boys over here for a show.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be real sweet.
So between all of us, I know I've seen it. So Ken, you've got to tell me what cake tasted the best.
Oh, the Rachel, like the cinnamon roll one, I really liked it, but I think strawberry was probably my favorite. So we had like 10 to try, and they were all good. But like strawberry, cinnamon roll, and then the chocolate cake, and she put in like this chocolate buttercream with frosting to go with some stuff, and those two with the chocolate was really good.
For those that don't know, Mr. Canton Ford here proposed to his lovely girlfriend Rachel, and wow, she said yeah. I can't believe it.
They're actually one of the only couples in America doing the real full-blown wedding and tasting all the food and all the cakes and all that stuff. Like,
which is killer.
It's cool. Yeah. I'm living. Yeah,
her mom got us a wedding planner, so it's been easy to get everything done. Been nice. So we've literally, like, I got to get the tuxedos, and I mean, there's a few small things left, but then we're just gonna be waiting like 6 months because we're not getting married till next February. So,
right. All right. Well, I expect the invitation in the mail. That's all I got.
Oh yeah, there'll be one.
I'm glad that you got a nice. If you guys are going the strawberry way, you kind of got a lighter cake. You don't want to eat the cake that's like super heavy, you know.
I know, right? Yeah, and I was kind of thinking that with the cinnamon roll, like it's just so freaking rich. Like, is anybody gonna want to eat this after we eat dinner and stuff? So we'll see.
Maybe I know Canton Ford better than most, but I'm gonna say his dessert is probably gonna be some kind of liquid, alcoholic.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, most of that day will be beverage. So, yeah, Rachel's like, yeah, you can't get drunk before we get married.
It's like, which cake do you want to throw up at 1 a.m.?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I tease. We're happy for you, buddy.
Other than that, a little bit of a roundup here, guys. I guess we can jump into it because it's a little bit of like follow up from last time. Canton, the wonderful Kobe Bryant and tmnt figure collecting, reminded us the last time we talked was only episode 1 of season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Yep.
we might as well jump right into this because this will be good jargon.
Yeah.
What did you guys think? How do you guys feel about it? Were you as disappointed as what everybody was clamoring on midseason? Perry, go ahead and go first.
Yeah, people suck, right? We know that. We've seen that especially since we started the show and started deep diving into the internet. You know, a lot of people hate and knock and this and that, but I think we're always on the positive sides of things and try and look for the light. And I thought the season was good. I did take that slow break there with the what was it, Dr. What was his name? Parrish or whatever his name. That episode, you know, took a little slow bend, but then it cranked up, man, and it delivered. Mando season 3 delivered.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I don't know. Everybody always knocks all this stuff, and I'm really into it. So I think it was awesome. I think it rounded out really well. And you got to have those transition episodes to build the story, or you're not gonna get a good story, in my opinion.
Dr. Pershing, was his name.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think it tied up a lot of loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Like the Darksaber thing, Moff Gideon, Mandalorian coming together, or Mandalore, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Right. Is Moff Gideon dead? Did he die?
Was that a clone of Moff Gideon?
Right. Yeah. There you go.
Because he already had a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this debunks it. If that was a clone of Moff Gideon, it should or would, in theory, have been force sensitive. And using that suit that he had, the mech suit almost, kind of would dispel not having the force.
Right.
Because if he'd had the force, it wouldn't have mattered. He could have just wore bed sheets and a belt and been fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he had a mech suit, and it was doing that hydraulic whine whenever you squeeze somebody to go kind of shit. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that a clone? Was Moff a clone or not?
Could have been an earlier clone. That new batch was the ones that were supposed to have the ability to have the force. And so it could have been a batch before that, that he hadn't rolled that into yet.
I just think it's so cool how it came full circle with that, again, with the Dr. Pershing that we saw. He's the one who helped Moff Gideon develop Grogu. Right? So this is where it's all coming from. So if he's the one who basically made Grogu, he knows how to put force.
He made Grogu because Grogu's the same species as Yoda.
I'm pretty sure Pershing helped Moff Gideon clone Grogu. Look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's the story.
Now clone him or get his blood. Yeah.
Sorry, yes, clone.
You said made Grogu, and I was like, what? What did I miss?
Excuse me, I digress. It helps clone him. So if he can help clone these force sensitive beings, and we didn't really see force, maybe that was Moff. If that thing's using force, then we know it's a clone, right? Because Moff Gideon himself doesn't have the force, correct? Or does he?
It's true. No, Moff does not have the force. No, why would he be trying to make force sensitive clones?
Think about this though. He could wield the Darksaber, and Bo can, but Mando Din was having trouble picking it up. It was always so heavy. So what was the deal with that?
It was sensitive to basically you, kind of like the sword and the stone. The guys come up and they can't pull the sword out of the stone. You had to be one with you had to be good. It's like when you eat mushrooms, you need to be good upstairs. Yeah. So I think that Bo was ready in her heart and mind.
Right.
And Din, he just didn't have it going on, man. He had so much shit going on that he wasn't ready for it. That's why I think we all wanted to see him riding a mythosaur wielding it perfectly. It's he's whole. He's finally whole, Yeah. But anyways, I don't think that Moff was a clone. Going back to that real quick. I don't think it was a clone. I think he was making clones. We saw them. We saw the clones.
Yeah.
But the question is, did the clone survive and he died? You know what I mean? And if a clone survived, then it has force. Now, possibly. Then we're fucking Moff Gideon with the force and all his new Beskar armor and stuff. That'd be it.
It sure seemed like they all did die because Moff was pretty freaking pissed.
Yeah.
Yes, he
whenever
was.
it all went down, you destroyed all my shit.
So, get your feet off my couch, motherfucker.
What about this? This is kind of small and whatever, but what about how badass is Axe Woves?
Right.
He full blown went through that big storm with just the armor on.
Yeah.
How badass is that dude?
Yeah.
Yep. Face force,
Dude,
face first
It
in
was
the battle.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that's boss moves. And what's funny is when he's talking over the comms, he's collected still.
Yeah,
He's
Mhm.
like,
he
"Look,
already like
we
he
got a
just
job to
knew
do,
what
and
was up.
he's still barking orders, knowing what's going on, and it's what it takes in war, man. It takes men like that.
Yeah. Then
And
Favreau
women.
killed himself off.
Yeah,
You know?
R.I.P. Paz, dude. God dang.
that was
Mhm.
tough. That was tough. Spoiler alert: Paz Vizsla dies.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
that was tough. But what I mean, honorable way to go. You just hate it that he was outnumbered. You wanted a fair fight, and it was just like,
Or at least give him that comic book ending of like, did he die or didn't he die?
Right.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, his helmet come off. He's not a Mandalorian anymore, but Paz is
Mhm.
the dude in the farmland now or whatever.
yeah. And can I just say though, those Praetorian guards, the red guys, are badass. Like I
Yeah.
remember in the first Jedi game that came out, you had to fight them there towards the end, and just insanely gifted guardsmen. So he put up a good fight, man. I just hate it that there's 3-on-1. It's like, dude,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it sucked that he had to go. But man, what a twist.
Paid the ultimate sacrifice for the Mandalore, so he died in honor. Respect, Paz. Respect. We love you, buddy.
Mhm.
Will we see another version of the Darksaber? It did get crushed.
Right. It did.
So, do we know? Because the lightsabers themselves are what, kyber crystals, right? Did they ever say what the dark? So, is it a kyber crystal as well?
It
Just
was a
different-
Jedi and a Mandalorian. It was the other. It was like a first of his kind or whatever dude's name was.
Huh.
So, what was that?
Can't
What was
remember.
exactly powering it though? Was it a crystal? So, do we keep the crystal and just put it in another mechanism, or what? Is that the only crystal there is? Because I've only
Right.
seen one dark saber. Why aren't everybody carrying one? So maybe
Yeah.
when they
And maybe, with Moff mining the Mando stuff. Well, where do the crystals come from? I guess is my question, because they don't come from Mandor. So I wonder if there are more of those crystals
Dude,
out there.
I'm so gonna Google that while we were talking. But just keep going. I gotta know now. Because when he crushed that saber, what was the scene? He was crushed the saber, and that's where Grogu did the Force as the ship's coming in, right? So it's gone. Unless
Mhm.
somebody snatched that crystal. That crystal.
Yeah, because the whole facility fell in on itself.
So that crystal's gone. So
Yeah.
we got to find another crystal. If it's powered by, I'm guessing it's powered by some kind of dark kyber crystal.
Right.
Something. What about? I know that it's kind of an upper discussion thing. Did Grogu actually say any audible words this season?
What do we
I
think
want to
he
say.
said?
I want to say he said no. There's like a scene where, like in the closed captioning. God dang, I couldn't get that off my tongue. Where it literally goes like no, and it's
Mhm.
like a little squeak, and it says no. So I'd have to go back and do some
He
investigation.
said no a ton in the droid.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
dude. You
no.
answered it right there.
Yeah.
How funny was that shit?
Yeah. That was
Dude, it was
hilarious.
awesome. It was like a turning point for me when I saw him come in and snatch that dude and save Mando. It was like, no, no,
Mhm.
no, no. You're like, I just wanted to scream, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to
that-
say too, going back, we were just an overview of the whole season. I think the biggest turning point was like, here we go. Like, oh shit, hold on to your fucking pampies. Was when Bo went down and rescued Mando from that creature that he had in the cage or whatever. And
Yeah.
we saw her just rip ass with that fucking Darksaber.
Right. Yeah.
That was the moment from when she saved him and they came out and all that. That's when it was like, oh, here we fucking go.
Mhm.
Up until that point, it was kind of like, man, I don't know. I don't know what's, but man, that was the starting point for me. Anyways, I'm sorry. I digress.
Shit. Okay, here's the other one that I wanted to bring up. We've seen a lot of lightsaber battles. Seen a shit ton of them. But dude, that jetpack fight
Yeah.
at the end,
Yeah.
bro, damn near could rival any lightsaber battle in any movie.
Right.
Fight me. How do y'all
Yeah, that
feel
was
about
sweet.
that? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that scene was awesome. I wonder what it cost.
Right. Yeah. I was gonna say a second ago that the last episode was just awesome. Like every scene that they had was great. All the the TIE fighters coming in and everybody else, and all the other ships coming in when they're getting off the big one and escaping and running down to the planet and stuff. And then the whole jetpack scene and the scene on the platform when they're fighting everybody. That whole episode was rad. It was awesome.
I guess my point is that we've seen a lot of lightsaber stuff. I think the jetpack fight will be the new lightsaber duel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, this showed it for sure. This proved that point right there.
Especially like in the Mandalorian universe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Bo leading the way with the Darksaber. It was just like, yeah, let's go.
And the armorer still fighting with her wrench and stuff.
Yeah. She's got my tools out.
Right.
And then the grappling hooks. I think the grappling hook's underrated, and I love how they threw it in there so much. You saw it so much to trip guys up or to help, and I just love a good grappling hook. I think it goes back to us being Batman fans from a wee age. But
yeah.
The fact that they have that is awesome. Flamethrower's cool, but if you were to pick one, I'd probably pick a grappling hook over a flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
Man, grappling hook over flamethrower.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just me.
I agree. You get some Indiana Jones vibe.
And survival, and I mean, you got a canyon you got to cross. What's a flamethrower going to do for you? You know what I mean? But I guess if you're hungry and you want a quick fire, or you need to smoke a bowl or something, little torch.
What about, we didn't get into this too much, what about Grogu fitted with those little like play darts?
Yeah.
When he smoked that kid and that little thing and he jumped around.
Why isn't that on a cell on the shelves? Why can't we get that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. No shit.
Play paint darts with your buddies.
I think it just proves like that whole thing. Like, you guys tell me what you guys think. Will we see Grogu like full blown kitted out? Like Mandalorian, like all armored out. Like, is he gonna have a helmet and everything?
Right. I hope so. I saw a picture somewhere or a sketch of him drawn when he's like an adolescent or a teenager or something. And he's all armored up in Beskar and he looked pretty rad.
He's
So,
gonna
there's
be
a lot of
100-year-old teenager.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool renderings out there, and he looks badass. And it looks like too, he's got the little snub green saber like Yoda. He doesn't have a full-fledged human lightsaber. He's got the little itty bitty one, which we saw Yoda still does damage with.
Mm-hmm.
If they ever start exploring that moment of his training, that's gonna be epic.
Yeah, to see the what do they call it? The montage of him becoming a Beskar fitted Grogu as he's training, and they show one scene where he's throwing the chest piece on, and it shows him fighting, doing his training, and then at the end he's putting his Mando helmet on. We'll probably cry.
Right.
I hope he walks both sides.
I like that.
So he takes the helmet on and off.
Yeah, he would need to.
Because he eats too much.
Yeah.
Dude, he eats too much.
Yeah.
There's some DCs that were made and they're like on sale from some shop and they got the little frog on the bottom of the sole. They're like, supposed like Mandalorian, whatever, DCs or whatever, but you can see that little Grogu frog on there.
And speaking of the Grogu frog, I think the ending scene really closed it for me when they pan out and you see Mando. Grief has given Mando his own little cottage on the outskirts of Navarro, and he's chilling on the front porch, and it pans out and Grogu's sitting there in the little pond and he's floating, the frog again. We see the frog, he's floating, and that was the end. And it was like, everybody's happy, everybody's good, everybody's healthy. It was like good. It was a good moment for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
That little setup, Mando's house, and then the new N1 vintage collection thing.
Shoot.
That diorama in your house. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make it too.
Yeah.
Come on, Hasbro Pulse, if you're listening.
They're going to make Den's house with a little seat out there, and he's just sitting out there, and it does when it does that old school like little like zoom in moon thing.
Oh yeah.
At the very, very end, I was like, dude, way to put a bow on it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I agree. That place set, that would be sick, man. Have your own little cabin with the N1 sitting out there, just chilling.
Yeah. Well, we just mentioned it. What do you guys think about this N1? Then we're kind of talking Mandalorian.
Looks good. The price is crazy.
Segue.
It looks like, what do they call them? Scalpers have already snatched up every single one of them, and I think some are selling already, right, online for like ridiculous, like $450.
It's all pre-order. You can still pre-order them off BBTS and Hasbro Pulse and stuff for like $130. I think Ram Fam, that smaller toy company, that you can still pre-order them from there for $130.
Nice.
Don't let the scalpers fool you, kids.
Yeah, don't go online on eBay
research.
and pay $400 for them. Just be patient.
Yeah, I pre-ordered one on Hasbro Pulse.
Hasbro Hasbro's done really good with all my pre-orders.
Yeah,
They're pretty accurate on when they say.
yeah. When's
Like
it
that.
coming out? This fall? Next spring? December 1st,
December.
2023.
Yeah, I thought it was
Christmas time.
fourth quarter.
That would
I
be
got
a fun one for
pre-ordered
Christmas.
the Slave One, the boba ship, and it took a couple months, and bam, it showed up, and that thing is sick. So if the N1's anything like it, I mean, I think it'll be smaller, a little smaller, but
Yeah,
still, it's got to fit a Black Series Mando in it. And then the
Right.
question is, have we looked? Does it fit a little Grogu, or does it come with?
It comes with one.
I
Yeah,
think it comes with it.
Yeah.
It comes with the Grogu.
Here, I'm
and
gonna try and get a
the
good picture of it
Mandalorian.
pulled up.
I like it.
So like you're not screwed buying the whole
There
thing.
you go. That's what it looks like. Oh, I'll turn it that.
Scroll over one. That box is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
Yeah.
it comes with a little Mando and Grogu. It looks like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that a
You're-
Black Series
it's-
Mando?
No, it's vintage.
It's gonna be.
collection.
Oh, it's the little.
You'd think about it. If it
3
was Black
3/4.
Series, dude,
It'd be
that thing
huge.
would be like the size
Yeah.
of Nolan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
I forgot. Yeah, the Slave Ones for the 3 3/4 figs. I'm
Mhm.
an idiot.
I've been getting itchy for some 3 3/4 figs since I picked this up.
I think what got me confused is the new Batwing.
Yeah,
Just think
right.
about
Since
it. I think it
since I got
fits
this
the-
rescue set, man, I've been getting itchy.
Have you opened that?
No, it's all still in there. I don't know if y'all
Nice.
can see it or not. It might be too dark. Oops, shit. Oop.
I see it a little bit.
Blocks. But yeah, no, it's too dark, isn't it? Yeah.
That's one you might keep then in box.
I think I'm going to. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a cool little diorama background and stuff.
There's
Yeah,
a couple of the windowless that I'm not. I just don't want to open. I think they're too cool. Like this, that boba you can see right here behind me. I haven't opened him. I just don't want to. I just think it looks.
didn't they
The
say
box
they
is
were
enough.
going? Didn't they say plastic was coming back?
Yeah.
I did see that
Yeah,
on
I think
some
plastic
models.
is coming back, like on the collector stuff.
Yep.
Like for like the kids that are gonna just rip it open and throw it, like who
Right.
cares? But like,
Mhm.
and I also think they're using different plastic too,
Yeah.
like plastic, like a sugar plastic or something that actually like biodegrades.
Hemp.
Yeah, they do
Poop.
like yucca or some other plant like that. I think yucca you can do it with. Pretty sure yucca.
Google
fiber.
yucca, guys. If you get
Yeah.
bored, Google yucca.
Yeah, or agave, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Something you make tequila out of.
You would know that.
No, do we need to wrap out Mandalorian though any other way? I
Just
think
if you haven't seen it, watch it. I actually sent my cousin. He was a Mandalore 1 and 2 fan, but he's not the biggest nerd in the planet, so he doesn't really keep up with when these come out. So I sent him a message, said, "Hey man, I don't know if you've seen it, but check out Mando. I just watched the finale. It was awesome." And he's like, "Oh man, I didn't know, And a week later, he's like, "Oh my god, dude! Like I binged it and it was the best." So if you're not, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
I think there is a new Mandalorian Black Series figure coming out though.
Yeah,
with the Darky Dark.
Saber.
with the
How
dark
do you guys,
saber.
How do you
It's
guys
the-
feel about that? Is this a
I've
must?
got it in my cart on Hasbro Pulse. So it's a Book of Boba Fett Black Series, but I've already got 3 of them.
Maybe it was me, but the armor looked a little cleaner on this figure too.
Yeah.
You got a dark saber, and I don't know, maybe it was the sheen or the make of it or something, but the armor looked a little tidier to me on this one. So I think he's like they were holding out on us, going, wait till we already got him by the balls, but now we're gonna release this thing and really make some money off these suckers.
Yeah, and we've been asking for one with the dark saber.
Yeah, a lot of us were like, hey, we'll just go buy him off Gideon and get the dark saber off of him. And
Right.
patience is a virtue. Sorry, Moff.
Yeah.
I left you on the shelf.
Oh man, but Mandalorian season 4 ought to be pretty good. I've heard that they're going back to the old ways of like season 1.
Okay.
Kind of like just different, like, oh, my purse got robbed.
Back to the Western.
The
Back to the
outlaws
Western.
are coming to town kind of thing. Yeah, like each episode's going to be not exactly like falling into the next one. But still maintaining some sort of timeline.
I'm down for some adventures. And like I said,
I
let's
am
watch.
too.
We all want Grogu to mature, and see how that father-son relationship goes. I'm sure there'll be an episode where Grogu gets mad because Dad took away his tablet, and he throws a fit. And...
Yeah.
Well, they teased the hyperspace whales. Grogu already knows how to get from Mandalore to wherever Bo's original spot was.
Yep.
Like with the help of the droids and stuff. So I mean, like, dude, it's gonna get crazy.
The possibilities are there.
Guys, that's just a little bit of follow-up from last week and some talk about the Mandalorian season 3. Custom Corner is out this week. He's on the bench, or out this month. We put him on the bench. He was acting like Dylan Brooks from Memphis. Talking shit. Somebody had dropped 40 on him. I'm kidding, guys. But if you guys heard the intro, Super Wicked White Cell Squadron has hit Kickstarter this month. Head over to Kickstarter.com and check out Super Wicked White Cell Squadron and pick up your copy within the Kickstarter campaign today. Different tiers you can back different and get different levels and multiple comics within the backing. So check it out, Kickstarter.com, Super Wicked White Cell Squadron. Perry, what do we have for the weapons cache?
All right, man. The weapons cache this week, since we're on the Star Wars roll, I started playing the Jedi Survivor on PS5, which we've all, for gaming nerds, we've all been waiting this, just like we waited for Mando season 3, and it came out, and a masterpiece. It's absolutely. I've been playing it for probably 2 weeks now, and absolute masterpiece. But I wanted to go over some of the abilities you can get as Cal Kestis. So as you defeat stormtroopers and raiders and creatures and battle droids, you'll earn skill points, which you can spend to unlock new abilities. We've all seen this in other games. But you're presented with so many options from the start, you don't know which ones to pick. So I was kind of just going to go over what I thought were some of the best skills to start the game with. The first one, you have your droid, your boy, your BD1, and he's the one that gives you health, basically. And so the first thing you want to do is upgrade your health to maximum, and then your force to maximum. You want health and force. There's so many other things to choose from. Those are the basis that you need. Yeah. But BD1, when you get in trouble, you hit the arrow up and he throws you a stem, and it's like this little green, it looks like a little ooze canister from TMNT, and it looks just like a little crystal. It pops out of him and you snag it and it heals you. Right. So first thing you need is the improved stem formula, which keeps you from dying often. And this game is like a Bloodborne game. If you've ever played, basically, if you die, all enemies respawn and it sends you back to your last checkpoint, and it has another checkpoint you can go to. And once you rest there, all the people you've killed behind you come back to life again. So if you want to go back, you have to fight the same guy. So you need health in this game big time. So that's the first couple things. The next one, as far as the force abilities go, that I found was fun, it's called Wrenching Pull. So this basically is a pull attack, good for grouping up nearby weaker enemies, so that you can easily take them all down with a single, like, twirling attack from a double-bladed lightsaber or a push attack. So a lot of times you're exploring like caverns and stuff, and there's these weird, like, for example, there's these little like roach creatures, and they come at you in like waves of like 12. And at first you're fighting them one by one, and it's just like, dude, they're just overwhelming you. It's just like, anyways. So this allows you to go, hey, wait a minute, zoom, and scrunch them all together with the force, and then just smoke them all at one time. So nice. That's another nice one to have. Just, it's not good for boss battles necessarily when you're one-on-one, but when you got a large number coming at you, that's good. And you'll get a lot of cliffside fights where there'll be, a flame trooper and, 6 stormtroopers. You can just group them up and then push them off the mountain. Yeah, that's what I do. It's like, I want to fight you, just bye. Like, just get out of here. The next one I like is, I think it's a little underrated, but it's called the Confuse ability, which we've all seen Jedi mind tricks throughout, watching the movies and stuff. But this ability, basically, not only does it remove an enemy from combat, you confuse them to attack their foes. So if you're fighting a Mughorn and there's 6 stormtroopers, you can focus on that Mughorn and go, dude, confuse, and he'll attack the stormtroopers for you. So I love that. And you can actually upgrade it. You can upgrade it to another level of greater confusion where you can do 2 guys at once. So basically you go into a room with 12 guys, you confuse 2 of the most powerful ones and they fight, with you. So that's another quick one to get. Back to the wrenching pull, you also have the opposite, the howling push, which is just a giant greater ability to fucking launch multiple foes. Instead of 1 guy, you can launch 6 of them.
Yeah.
So that's another one you need quick. And another cool feature about this game is they have multiple stances. We haven't seen that before in the Jedi universe in video games. And so you start out with the classic 1 lightsaber, which we all know and love. Everybody's seen it. But then they give you a dual blade option, which is sick. And this stance has like a shorter attack range, but it has a couple of unique attributes too. While using this stance, you take a bit more damage, but with each hit that you take, Cal also has the ability to block at any time. So if somebody's just wearing you out, in other stances, you can't block immediately and they just keep raking you. This stance, if you get hit a couple times and you hit block, he's blocking. So that's nice. You take more damage, but you're able to block quicker. So give and take. I love the duel. It's the one I'm using most of the time just because it's sick. With that dual bladed thing attribute, you can do split reflections. So you got 6 guys shooting at you. You can zoom, 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 and you can split each bolt that you hit. So they shoot 1 bolt, you split 2 back at them. That's sick because as you're walking through a tunnel and there's no way out, they're blasting you, just and you just wipe out the whole thing, which is so fun, by the way. Who doesn't want that ability to knock, blast back into other guys?
Yeah. I got a question.
What's up?
Does the mullet do anything for you though?
Yes, it gives you greater dexterity and mental fortitude, strength, everything. That's another cool feature in this game is the customization menu, along with BD1. As you're searching the grounds, you find different paints, you find different metals, you find different handles, different colors for your lightsaber. You can customize everything, which is sick, and it really plays well to the player.
What color saber did you go with? You sent that picture the other day.
Yeah, so I'm a white. I like the white. I'll tell you another cool feature is each color has a different hum to it, a different sound. So purple's a certain pitch, green's a certain pitch, white's a certain pitch, gold's a certain pitch. And I just like the look of the white and the sound of it. So that's why I picked it. But it's for each of you to decide when you go in there and play it. You just try them all out, see which ones you like. Because I've tried them all. I mean, I've been through all of them, but that's what I picked was white. Another stance real quick, the blaster stance. So in this game, they give you a blaster choice. So you have a blaster in one hand and a lightsaber in the other. And what's funny is it's like a rapier style. The rapier sword, where you like lunge and like classic fighting. So that's kind of the range you get from it. So it's a higher range. You can lunge with it and shoot far. But when you're up close, it's not very good. So I use it. I keep it on the side because you have 2 equipped at each time. You can either go single lightsaber or blaster, whatever you want to do. You have 2 equipped. So I'll keep the blaster if I need something long reach, but I'll do dual wielding most of the game. But you got the blaster there if you need it. And you can customize them, Jonesy. You can customize them to look like freaking, Cobb, what's his name? Cobb Vane or what? Yeah. You can look like him if you want. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
One more, Kylo Ren. This is what this stance reminds me of, and it's called the crossguard, and it's the longsword, the Jedi longsword with the cross on it. So you have the 2 beams coming out the side and then the one giant. And I love this sword for big boss battles. You fight a lot of giant creatures and it's slow, it's slow, but man, the damage is sick. The damage is hefty. And that's one thing that I realized was, hey man, I could use this for big guys, and it works great. So anyways, everything's there for the player. It's all depends on what you like, really. And I recommend everybody go in there and customize your own Ginger Jedi. Check it out.
Shit.
But that's all I got for Weapons Cache, man. Jedi Survivor. It's an awesome game. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm itchy for a PS5. I don't know. I might get one.
It's such a debate, man, because if I get one, I'll never crawl out of the hole.
I know, I won't either.
No, here's the thing I've noticed is with my gaming, because I'm busy as well. These games are so good, you can set them down for a month and come back and go, holy fuck, I'm back in it again for a night, right. Even if it's a couple hours. They're that good that it's not like the old games where you put it down, you're like, I'm not really worried. You want to come back a month later and play it for a couple hours.
Yeah, but could we leave it alone?
That's my problem, dude.
Yeah.
I'd get to playing it and
I just set times for I just come home and I usually, when the girl and boy go to bed, I'll usually set about an hour aside and I'll play it right before bed. Yeah. And what sucks is you get into the middle of the mission sometimes and you're like, damn, this is going to take 20 more minutes. So you stay up later and you want. So I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I'd be a veg. I'd be a big old vegetable. I'd probably figure out ways not to work and do right. I know that happened to me when Grand Theft Auto 5 come out. Oh my God, dude, I checked out of the world for a while. I didn't do anything but play that fucking game.
Right.
And it was wonderful. Don't get me wrong. One of the greatest games ever made. Modern games, anyway.
I'll agree. No, you just got to be responsible. We're getting older in age. So you got to set aside a little memento. And it's worth it. And the art, I find myself just looking at everything in these new video games. That's what's blowing my mind is the graphics and the quality and the freaking frame rate and all this stuff. You could just walk around for 30 minutes and just look at stuff. You don't even need to play the game. You're just like, I'm going to walk around for 30 minutes and go to bed. And you're like good with it.
Well, we're speaking of games, guys. We'll jump out of the weapons cache. No custom corner this week. Get you guys to check out Kickstarter.com, Super Wicked White Cell Squadron. Hero of the Month. Guys, we're speaking of video games. We've got to talk about it. Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
It's coming.
Lord have mercy.
We just talked about being sucked into the world of it all.
Yeah, that game.
I know we all played Breath of the Wild. We were all pretty like back and forth with that stuff. Tears of the Kingdom, what do you guys think? Is it going to live up to expectations? What do you guys feel like we're gonna see?
I think it will.
Hero of the Month is Link, guys. It's this whole.
With it. I'm with it, man. I'm with you. Words cannot express how excited I am about this game. And I basically bought Jedi to fucking itch the scratch the itch rather of Tears of the Kingdom release. Like I was itching like I want Zelda today, and I don't have it, so I need something. That's why I got Survivor.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like, is the world going to be the same? But because you're in the sky too, there's like a sky world that you're going to be going up and down from, and so are you spending most of your time up top, or do you have to do a bunch of stuff down on the ground in the same map? Or so because you start the game with all of the powers from the divine beasts. I think you still have that. But you probably still have to build your hearts and your stamina back up or something. So
that was the big thing was they were talking about how giant this one is. We thought the last one was big. Now you have the Fermatera or whatever, planet Earth, and you have these sky islands and the missions and dungeons up there.
I hadn't noticed this before. There's an amiibo that I might actually buy for once. I might actually get one. It's only $16.
I thought about doing that for a Mario game once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean about those amiibos.
Yeah, they give you like little extras in the game.
Stuff.
It gives you like a little extra thing within the game or something.
Some new outfits and maybe some new weapons or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that they also have fixed some problems that we didn't like with Breath of the Wild, which is what I've heard. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
We'll get a full review probably next episode. But it looks like weapon degradation was a huge factor in the last game. Yeah. Your weapons, it seemed like they would break all the time. And as growing the younger generation, the Zelda we grew up with, you could just sit there and hack as much as you wanted, right? On something. And now you can't do that. So naturally we go into a battle and just start hacking, and we're losing sword after sword and shield after shield. Now it looks like there's a feature where you can, it's like almost like the Sheikah slate, something like that, some magical device where you can pick up a rock and pick up a stick and attach them and make giant,
make it,
and you have a giant hammer.
Weapons and
if it breaks, you just turn around and find something else, piece it together, which I love. And I can't wait to figure out what all we can do with that.
It looks like you can make vehicles and stuff, and rafts and boats and whatever else.
It's going to be so fun, man. It's going to be one of those games where you just take your time. There's no rush to like for me, there's not going to be any rush to beat it. I'm going to dick around probably more than I actually do the main missions. You need to do main missions because they unlock some certain things, but I'm going to be fucking off in that game a lot. I can tell you.
Yeah. I've been playing Breath of the Wild again and just like comprehensively, like going through the entire map, just every little piece I can find.
That's what makes them so fun. And again, you can play forever. You don't have to be a couch cushion and get fully absorbed. You can just chip away every once a week, play it for 2 hours, and it's still fun.
Have y'all seen that OLED Nintendo Switch bundle?
Yeah.
There's a Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom OLED Nintendo Switch bundle. It's like $359. It's really not bad. Like that. Right. My point is saying is it's a pretty good little deal.
Yeah, there's a store down here that is doing a couple, like a giveaway and a drawing. But one of them's like the best cosplay. They want people to come up there, and it's like a midnight, reveal of everything, and they want them to come up there in costume, and whoever has the best costume wins that bundle. And then they're doing a drawing too. So
what are you dressing up as?
You're right. I don't know. Trevor wants to go, so
Canton shows up dressed as a Lionel.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. make Trevor be the back end.
Dude.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I'll come dressed up as.
Now that bundle's beautiful. Who doesn't want to Triforce
salesman.
Switch? Who doesn't want a Triforce Switch? I'm sorry, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my old one, and I play on the big screen. I like to wire it up. I can't. Too. I can't handle that. My hand, I got alien hands in the little Switch. It's good for airplane rides. I've noticed that. I played on airplanes and stuff, but or in the car or whatever. But I like to enjoy it.
I always wish that the handheld Switch was just a little bigger.
No,
like not like insanely like, oh my god, 12-inch iPad big. Like just a little.
I've got the light, and it's rough. Even with this like bigger case on it, it's got like the bumpy stuff on the back. But my hands are too big for this. Trying to play Skyrim would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I immediately, when I bought the Switch and played it with my hands for the first time, I immediately went on Amazon and had to buy a cover that made it a little bigger.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, if you're a Nintendo executive, you're not looking to sell to 30-year-old guys, right?
Right.
I mean,
no.
You're probably looking at the kid range. So they probably made it that size. And no offense, Asians, you're usually smaller in stature. And whereas, a lot of them play it. So it's not made for these big alien American hands,
but
I guess.
Dude, I mean, think about it. Even though, 7th, 8th, 9th grade. You know what I mean? Holy crap. If we had something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, we had the Game Boy and Game Boy Color and all that.
Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis, I think, was really our pinnacle of our childhood. It was like, oh my God, we have colored games in the Suburban. Yeah, what is happening? So yeah, to have a Switch at that age, oh my God, we'd be ruined.
Mm-hmm.
We were too busy playing PlayStation 1, Tony Hawk, and like Siphon Filter, and
solid.
Yeah.
I guess the big question, I think we might have kind of hit on a little bit, but let's hammer it home. Will Tears of the Kingdom be as big or bigger than Breath of the Wild? Not in gameplay, just overall. Like, is this game going to be more badass than the predecessor?
I think it would be just as badass. I don't like really, as long as it's just a story that's the same size, and even if it had all the same stuff in it, but just to have, that another huge adventure that's freaking Zelda and Link, that's all I want. So
yeah, I agree. I think as a game to game, I think this one will be better as far as gaming goes. It'll be like a Breath of the Wild 2.0.
Yeah.
I think it'll be sharper. I think you'll have different features that you might have wanted in the old one. But at the end of the day, I think they're going to be like together. We're going to go that series. We're just like Mando as a whole. We're going to say it was awesome. We're going to say, we'll probably still call it Breath of the Wild, or we might.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think a lot of people are just calling it Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Like I think I've
seen.
slipped up and called it that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that's what it's going to be. I think it'll be a continuation. And I think as a game, it will be better, but as a whole, we're going to love it all as a whole.
Oh man, was it next week, the 12th?
The 12th, yeah.
Yeah, I got to
What do you
go
guys-
the 11th. They're doing a release at GameStop, so I'll be there the 11th. The pre-release
Are you
or
going
whatever.
there at midnight?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You
they're
have to
mailing
show up.
me
You have to
mine.
show up early. You have to show up from like 3 to 7 on the 11th to get your ticket saying I pre-ordered it, and then show up later and they'll give you that. And I think there's some gifts. They like give you some little.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you
Yeah,
don't have to like pre-order it before that. You just have to go up there on the 11th and.
No, you pre-order it, which is weird. You make a good point there, Jonesy. You have to pre-order it, which I did like 2 weeks ago. And then with that pre-order, you have to show up the day before and say, hey, I pre-ordered this, and they give you a ticket. And then that night they start calling your ticket. And if you're not there, it goes on the shelves and they sell it. Is what I was told.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
So you need
I'm
to go
sending
get
it
your
mailed to me.
you need to go get your ticket.
Wow.
But let's be
remember when
honest, it'll be there on the 12th. You could go to GameStop on the 12th. I'm just a fucking nerd, so I want it early.
Oh, dude, I don't blame you. I did that when Grand Theft Auto 5 happened, and I had all the special thing like you did, and I walked past everybody, and everybody was all like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Dude, you got to sign up at the right time."
Jonesy
Yep.
came
Shit
in with a
together.
title belt on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Dude.
Fuck out of the way, kids. Yeah, here you go. This is Jonesy walking into GameStop with the pre-order of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Jet
I'm
flying.
literally not fucking around. Like, no, I'm kidding.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna need that on the 11th. By the way, I'm gonna swing by the house before I go by there.
Hmm.
Oh shit, guys! I want to tell you all about something that happened. This old motherfucker
Yeah.
bowling his championship round,
I was just thinking about that.
Oh man,
dude. I was so like, okay,
can we get a preface for the viewers?
okay. Preface:
Jonesy's a great bowler and has a great team.
Thursday night bowling league, whatever. You say great team. This is the first time we've been in a championship round since pre-COVID. So
To me, though, motherfucker, my boys.
Of course,
These are my boys.
Of course.
Good
I
guys.
would say the same thing about you in golf, but
Correct.
Thursday night bowling league, we're in the championship round. We're rolling off against a bunch of old guys. Roll off's what they call the championship round. We're on 1 and 2. We're doing all right. We're striking. I'm striking. I've got like 3 out of 5 strikes and a couple spares. There's two of the heavy hitters on the older men team had like 3 splits in 5 frames. Guys were just not figuring it out yet. And you guys know what happens at a bowling alley. They serve beer.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on when they serve beer?
Kid Rock's usually playing.
It's a fucking men's league. A men's league, guys. MEN, not WOMAN or MEN. Men's league. Okay. So naturally, we're excited. It's championship round.
A lot
What
of
do you think's gonna happen?
testosterone.
What do you think's gonna happen when somebody strikes? Somebody's gonna
screaming
say
and
"fuck
celebrating.
yeah," and I'm gonna clap
Yeah.
every fucking time.
Tiger Woods fist pumping.
Oh,
Right.
dude, fist pumps like fucking you're breathing. You know what I mean? And clapping and all sorts of shit. It's championship
wiener.
round. Big dick shit. And
Amen.
and this old bastard threw a split, and I was walking right by the control module. Dude picks up his ball out of the thing and throws it in the chair, like throws it at the settee chairs when you sit down there below.
Yeah.
Bounces off the chair and bounces a few feet behind me. Now, dude, I've been bowling for 20 years. Been bowling on league for 20 years, guys. Sanctioned leagues. Never had that happen before in my life. Ever. I was pissed.
Dude was out
Any
of
ball
place,
coming
man.
at
He
me
was out
like
of
that
pocket.
for any ball coming out at me like that, feet behind the foul line like that is uncalled for.
Yeah.
Then he turns at us all at the table and goes, "Will you guys shut the fuck up?" Like literally, like pissed. And we're all just looking at him like, "What the fuck?" and telling him to fuck off and fuck no. And but what do you guys think if you're drinking? And I don't, but the majority of the team drinks. What happens when you do that? You get them fucking fighting mad.
Mm-hmm.
Weibel's in dude's face. Dude's in Weibel's face. Dude calls Weibel's fiance or spouse half of a woman. Like insulted her. Like insulted somebody. That was the thing. I don't care insult me, but insulting somebody's spouse, that's not even fucking bowling.
No.
That was like, I was just, so the guys are fighting mad, and the whole thing, I guess this is the shitty part. It changes everybody's demeanor.
Oh, the game's
everybody
done.
everybody went from having fun to not wanting to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys win, we lost, whatever.
Yeah, that guy's attitude ruined the integrity of the game.
It ruined, and I told Weibel, I said that championship's tainted. You can't tell me otherwise.
And what sucks is like in baseball, somebody does some dumb shit. The next time they come up to the plate, I'm throwing a heater right at their fucking chin. Right?
Yeah.
You guys can't do that in a bowling alley.
Can't.
If y'all were in the street, that old man would probably be dead or in the hospital, right? And you're lucky. The old man's lucky that you boys were raised right and kept your cool. Sounds like Weibel kind of kept his cool and didn't fucking beat his head in.
Dude, he should have.
But
he should have punched him in his fucking throat for saying that shit. But
no, I agree.
It was what it was. You know, they won, whatever. You know, so I don't know if this is silver lining or whatever, but everybody that was seeing it all agreed like dude was out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his team members goes in and buys a bed from Weibel the next last week. How ironic is that?
Was that like an I'm sorry? I'm
dude,
sorry.
And I don't know. It was one, and he was like, dude, and he apologized for how dude was acting. He's like, dude, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, that just sucks. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch, you know, and you just
and it does. It does. Dude, I wanted to go Mando on his ass and just like start cussing him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too, like my dad's the mechanic there.
No.
I'm not gonna like
act out of place, out of respect.
And and all of that shit. So like,
no, you boys took the higher ground and you did good. And again, I hear it a lot, you know, the older generation saying your generation ain't worth the shit and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, motherfucker, I've done probably more than you have in my short time on this life. Yeah. And I have better values, I think, and work ethic and all that because I was raised right. And no offense, Yankee motherfuckers, a lot of our area, these Yankees come in and they're used to this city life and talking shit and just being assholes. And that is not how we were raised. And you especially don't do something like that in public. Right. You do something like that in public, mama's dragging you out of there by the ankles and daddy's waiting with a fucking belt. Right.
No.
And I you know, so and I respect a lot of old people in my life. I have a lot of good mentors and respect the hell out of them. But man, y'all have them too.
This is the last I'll say. It's stupid. I know it's a long-winded story, not about toys, guys. I apologize.
We just got to vent.
If you've ever seen modern day high school bowling, it's fucking loud, and they yell, and they clap, and they fucking do all sorts of shit. And guess who's coming up in the ranks in bowling? The high school kids that didn't go to college. They don't give a fuck about that. And what do? Oh, it's the first time they get to drink and bowl? The shit they did in high school? Oh, fuck. It'll be louder than the fucking jukebox.
It's going down, baby.
It's going down, dude. Anyway, that was my brutal old man, old fart fuck story from Thursday Night Bowling League, yo. Guys, let's jump into some news. We might as well have some fun.
Do it.
Have you guys seen the deal about Last Ronin becoming a video game?
Oh, baby boy. Have we?
Give me that custom Switch.
Right.
Granted, it probably won't come to Switch. It'll be on PS5.
Yeah, I don't want it to be on Switch. No offense, Nintendo. That game needs to be on Xbox or PlayStation.
I think it needs. I mean, you can be a little racist towards Nintendo Switch, Perry, but I think it needs to be across all platforms.
Just
let it be on Switch and
here's
PS
the deal with
5.
that though is the frame rate and everything is so much better on the Xbox and the PlayStation.
They have games that are already like that and let the frame rate be better every fucking time. That's fine.
Here we go. Take Witcher for example. it's not the same on the Switch. I've played it. It's not the same, right? And that's all I'm getting at is we have turtle games for the Switch, and there's good ones, and there's more coming out for the Switch. I actually saw one the other day. It's a RPG for the turtles. It looks pretty fun coming out on Switch, but you're gonna have to buy a fucking PlayStation, Jonesy. I don't know how to tell you this. I've been telling you for months. It's just it's gonna happen. Get you a custom turtle PS5, Last Ronin PS5 with the Ronin skin, and you'll be going P. I fucking should have done this a year ago.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I love you.
It ain't happening, dude. I'm putting my flag in the ground. I'm not buying it in spite of Perry because he won't grow his mustache back.
We'll see.
You
See.
I want to know what the story is going to be
watching
like.
you.
You can buy an Xbox too. I don't care. Buy one of them is all I'm saying. Whatever Ronin comes out on, I'd be happy with you owning it on Switch. That's fine. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you as a gamer.
Do we think it will follow comic book story or will there be a different story?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I hope it follows the story that we've read so far, but just kind of has poopies on the side, some side missions on the side, and maybe some new nuances they throw at you. But it's got to be because you're going to be one character. Unless you can select 4 different turtles, you're going to be
Here's
Mikey.
the thing, though. But in Last Ronin, there is already depictions before they die. So will there be,
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Those moments leading up to that.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say I don't think you're going to be able to pick multiple characters. If you do, holy fuck, that's going to be amazing. I think you're going to have
up to an extent, maybe for the first one, because if they follow the story, the character's got to die.
Mm-hmm.
It's either where it all depends on where you're going to pick up.
Yeah,
that's true.
Either you pick up pre-death or post-death,
like the comic where he's attacking Hirotu's skyscraper in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it going to go back to back to before that, before everybody died, and the Foot launches that giant assault, and everybody who dies first? I'm trying to remember. Raph dies first. Is it going to be all that, and then like Donnie and Splinter in Japan and shit, and that'd be pretty sweet. Even if you do die, it'd still be cool to have that
great. That's a great segue, though. Did you guys see that NECA Raph leak from Last Ronin?
Ooh,
yeah,
hell yeah!
Like with the arrows poking out of him and everything, and
bloody
and all that. Like,
yeah, and it's
leather
with
goods.
Karai, isn't it? I think he's fighting Karai, and there's a Karai action figure.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me.
Is that the one that was blood stained a little bit?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's sick. I like the theory where you're running with how this game's going to be. Nobody knows, and it's going to be a while. If I had to pick,
it's going to be forever.
Yeah, if I had to pick, put my money on something, I'm going to say you're going to start out as Mikey and everybody's gone, and they're going to go from there. Yeah. And I think you'll have a skill tree. I think you'll have a Sai skill tree. You'll have a sword skill tree. You'll have a Tonfa skill tree. You'll have strength and all this stuff to build off of. I wish it started. There you go, Canton. Hell yeah.
That figure's so cool.
Like you guys just said, I wish it started at the beginning and you could pick Leo and play his story until he dies. Pick whoever until they die or something like that. Or you could be each turtle. But I don't think, as far as a game goes, I think it's probably too much for the developers. They'll probably just say, you're Mikey, here we go.
Yeah, well, and that's my question, though. And I think maybe that's kind of what Josh is thinking is if we do just only Mike and only Last Ronin, is that going to be a big enough game? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, people get it. Well, they understand if they haven't read the comics, they come into this game and go, wait, what? All the turtles are dead? What?
Yeah, they're really going to have to build it out, I think, because I mean, the 5 comic series just isn't enough. And really, though, I mean, they could get with Eastman and Ben Bishop and all them and kind of talk about like what happened after all the other turtles and Casey and Splinter died, and how did he become the Last Ronin, and are there any battles in between with like Baxter Stockman and some of these others? So
maybe the game opens up with some flashbacks and kind of recaps it for the person who doesn't know what's going on. I'm sure it'll lead the way. They'll lead the way, and you'll have memories and stuff like that they'll show.
Something else they could do that would be cool but piss off a lot of people is you'd have to be like April and some of them, and you know what I'm saying?
You hate on April
fighting, just like figuring it out.
Just like filming shit.
Here's
that cover art.
Though, like,
hell yeah.
They did this with the multiple character thing, and I hate to bring it back up, y'all, but with Grand Theft Auto 5. The way you could run through 3 different characters. I'm not saying you got to do it with all the turtles, but you could do it with like a young Casey and Mike and maybe like one of the 4 new turtles.
Right.
Maybe we haven't even thought about including those 4.
There's
Or maybe-
Leo's new cover.
Here's another theory.
Dude.
Those are so good.
Yeah.
They're so good. Here's another theory. You start out as Mikey and you have Casey Marie you can pick from.
Yeah, that'd be sweet too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I'm just spitballing. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're all pumped for it. Whatever the fuck it's going to be. We're excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it was kind of like a same vein, but like a semi offshoot story.
Right.
As long as it like doesn't really affect canon so much.
Mhm.
Like, give me something fun. But still, I think like Perry was saying, it's exciting. That's gonna be super fun.
Have they announced what consoles it's coming out on?
No.
Sure.
No, I don't think so.
What that thing that you sent, does it have the company that's making it?
I think it's is it Bethesda?
Oh, is it? Sweet. If it's
I think
Bethesda, it might be.
I love that they're saying that it's going to be based on like action RPGs like God of War.
Yeah.
And if you play the new God of War, I mean, you have a map you can roam around, puzzles, this and that, but the fighting, they're focused more on combat. And I think that this game should be focused more on being a badass turtle and whooping ass.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways,
I agree.
I'm running through this article trying to see if I can get any snippets of anything out of it.
I am too. I don't remember them saying what console, PC. A lot of games are like this Jedi Survivor. A lot of guys are playing it on PC, and that's where we're.
It'll be PC, Xbox, PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
I imagine. There's it's going to be so huge
Mhm.
if they do it like a God of War thing.
Anyways, we're excited, and I hope it's dark. I hope I hope it stays true to the comic book origins as far as
it says it's going to target an older audience, just like the recent collaboration with Call of Duty that brings Shredder to Activision's shooter franchise.
It literally says in here in a paragraph, the last run will be primarily a single character game.
Yeah.
boom.
So, Mikey,
Yeah.
all the
So
way,
it
yo.
says the video game adaptation is being developed by an unnamed studio, so it doesn't say who it is.
Oh, I thought I heard it was Bethesda.
that gives them CYA to drop their ass if they don't make nothing good.
Yeah. Right.
I'm dead serious. I have a friend who worked on the Avengers game, and it sucked so bad they about dropped their ass.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
trash. It was trash. It looked good. It was pretty, but that was about it. It's like a pig with makeup on.
Yeah.
No offense to our friend.
No, it just happens. It's just like anything else. Speaking of GTA, GTA 5 player has made the news a little bit. Ask Rockstar for a $75K refund for Grand Theft Auto bucks, and they respond with a $32 million refund. Something happened, had a glitch in the game. Dude lost some money. He contacts Rockstar, and Rockstar's like, "Well, we'll give you $32 million instead in Grand Theft Auto money."
Nice.
That was cool.
That dude won the lottery that day, didn't he?
I think
GTA
I sent
5
this.
player Skraylos explains to PC Games. It's hilarious. Skraylos got the money, bro.
You got the bag, dog.
Got the Skrilla.
I sent this to you guys earlier in the week, and I thought this was pretty cool. What a way to make some money. Artist adds Star Wars paintings to discarded paintings he finds at thrift stores.
Yeah, that's
dude.
Cool. I would definitely
Sign
buy
me
those.
up.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
what
sweet.
an idea.
Yeah, having some
it's
AT,
freaking cool.
having some walkers coming by the lighthouse. You know?
Yeah. It's freaking
Some TIE
sweet.
fighters. I like the one
Dude's
I saw.
got a
was
store you can buy it from if you follow through the article.
Huh.
It literally has a
awesome.
store.
Good for him, man. What a great idea.
Yeah, I bet with this story, he's probably doubled in price on these
Oh
things.
Jesus!
I like
Star
one. It's
Wars
like,
fans.
it was like a forest meadow depiction, and there's some TIE fighters chasing an X-wing, and the X-wing's blasting out the corner of the frame. And he literally went in there and like sawed the corner of the frame and like torched it with a blower and like painted some orange to make it look like it was blasting out of the port. You know, it was
you
awesome.
Look down in the river, and there's like an old man fishing.
Yeah.
Y'all, I literally have this print.
There you go. There you go.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I literally have
Dude,
one very,
that is
very
so
similar to this.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
I can
rad.
see that guy stoned in his mom's basement going, "Hey man, whoa, hey, you see these pictures, man? We could put fucking TIE fighters in them,
Yeah.
dude. We can make some money.
Money.
Yeah.
And he's a struggling artist, and he found his
Yeah.
fucking niche, dude. And this guy's killing it. Good for you, man.
The American story right there. That's a feel good American
Amen.
story.
Amen.
We guys have sent this. The first look at the new Turtles Mutant Mayhem figures.
Yeah. Have we had these on here?
I know we've talked a little bit about them, but I
Yeah.
think these are just better looks.
Yeah.
These figures. Oddly enough, I probably will score the 4 dudes,
Right.
the 4 turtles, and just put them in a bag or box somewhere
There's Leo.
at a FOMO kind of thing, and maybe a van because their van looks really cool.
Done.
Yeah. The van. I like the van. I don't know. I think the movie's gonna be good, but I just want the Jim Henson Turtles to come back. Damn it! It's just really what everybody wants.
Hear me out. I think the bigger figures in this line are going to be kind of cool to have. And collect.
Yeah.
See Bebop and Rocksteady, they look kind of weird. The art's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Superfly, Leatherhead.
Mm-hmm.
They all
if they make some
cool.
decent looking quarter scale, I might skip those.
I mean, Splinter looks kind of. I think this is a line we're probably. Here's my thing. I can tell you right now is I'm gonna have to buy him for Nolan for my son. He's already He loves watching the trailer that's a minute and a half long. He'll say, "Daddy, turtles." No, not that turtle. This one. He just wants to watch that trailer over and over again. So I'm like, okay, he's getting them. So I'll be buying them.
Daughter's the same.
Yeah, there's a new
loves
season
turtles.
of one of the series that came out that Trevor's been watching.
Here's kind of a look at the card
Really?
back. I got a little glare there, but you can kind of see them all.
Still the old school, new school look to it. Like if you're a turtle collector and you end up liking the movie, it would probably be worth it to snag the 4 bros while you can get them at like Walmart prices instead of secondary price.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the playmates, that we've seen. I'm glad they're not the BST whatevers. AX the best action or whatever.
Yeah.
Build looks decent on them.
Still haven't wanted to pull that trigger on those best action.
No.
Like I said, if you saw that Krang in the android body or whatever, you'd probably buy it off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're, and like we said before, man, their packaging, like, come on, other toy companies, get on it, man.
Yeah.
Their packaging is crazy.
These figs, though, I'm looking at them. It's cool. They come with a weapons tree and everything like we grew up with, so that's cool. They're keeping to that, We got some little accessories. Looks like Donnie's got some headphones,
Yeah, they don't look bad. I just think it's, what's going to happen is we're going to see the movie and we're going to get gassy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see the movie and everybody's going to go, oh my God, I got to get them figures. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way after Guardians of the Galaxy last night. I want to scoop a rocket. I had a couple of them too, but that just watching the movie made me want to get a rocket at least.
Can you give us a spoiler-free review?
Man, it's the whole movie's intense. Like there's a lot of like animal shelter scenes, because of the oh my gosh, the high evolutionary, and he's an asshole. Dude that plays him does a really good job portraying him.
And what about Adam Warlock? Yeah,
I was just about to say, so Adam Warlock is really powerful, but he's like a kid, like mentality. So he's dumb. And I'm hoping that they build him out some more, because he kind of gets bossed around and then he figures things out in the end. But he doesn't do anything to like help save the day or anything like that. The
clips I saw, he was kind of like a villain almost in a way.
Yeah, it's one of those where like he doesn't realize what the actual story is, and then at the end he figures it out.
I got you.
And like something that isn't a spoiler. So the high evolutionary makes all these civilizations and stuff because he wants to make perfection, and so that's where Rocket, who is 89P13, comes from, and he's like the only one that has ever been made by High Evolutionary that could actually think and solve problems and stuff. Everything else is like programmed into these people, or into these beings that he makes.
The Rocket's unique.
Yeah.
He's Grogu.
So, and and then Quill's trying to hook back up with Gamora for the first half of the movie, in like bleeding heart, Quill kind of stuff. In the end, he goes back and meets somebody that he hasn't seen in a long time. And so, yeah, I mean, the whole movie is just like kind of an emotional roller coaster as far as Marvel movies go. But it's my favorite one for sure. And the fight scenes are awesome. They do a lot of really cool stuff in the movie.
Is the music good?
Music's
soundtrack.
Great. The music's awesome. Yeah, the whole soundtrack's great, just like all the others. So in the there's 2 credit scenes. We didn't stay for the second one, but the first one, there's a new Guardians of the Galaxy, and Groot's still in it, and he looks freaking sweet. Like he's real thick in the movie, compared to what he was in the past. But in the cut scene at the end, man, he's even bigger and just looked freaking cool. There's got to be a Build-A-Fig coming out for that because he's pretty rad looking.
I saw some of the figs the other day for Groot on the shelves at Target when I was traveling, and I almost scooped it, man. He looked cool.
The one with the wings that has Cosmo. Cosmo's awesome. So I like Cosmo in the comics, the dog. Mm-hmm. She's cool. There's a whole bit that runs through the whole movie that's really funny with her and the dude that took Yondu's helmet thing and the arrow. Yeah. There's a whole bit with them running that's really funny.
Good. So, I'm glad it wraps everything up. I love the whole franchise, the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Have you guys seen the Mario movie yet?
No, I think I'm gonna throw it on Vudu tonight. Actually, when we get out of here, I'm gonna mow the lawn and then watch Mario. Trevor's seen it twice already, so he could come in here and talk to you guys about it. Yeah.
I've had my girlfriend, one of her friends has kids around, our age, Jonesy, 3, 4. She said she took them to the theater and their eyes did not leave the screen.
It's good. Like there's so many old school callbacks to the games. Like once they get into the Mushroom Kingdom and they start doing that shit, like it's badass. I went in there off a freaking chocolate edible I got from the store, and my mind was like melting in the screen, like, oh my god, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, I will say this: I ate some mushies before I went in there last night, so that might have been a little bit more intense for me as far as the emotion stuff, but
a little sharper.
Yeah, like, and, I mean, the whole scene's like, there was a couple, man. There's one where like the screen's flipping around, and dude, yeah, that got me. But anyway, back to Mario. Sorry.
No, it's another good movie, and it's already grossed over $1 billion.
Wow.
Oh, we knew it. We knew it would. I mean,
yeah.
Can we talk about that Bowser fig that we got? I don't have it. He's downstairs. Do you have that thing on tap? Do you have that Bowser?
No, he's in my office.
He's freaking love that figure, dude. That thing is awesome.
Yeah. Did you open him up?
Yeah, opened him up, and he's got a little port that you dump a little bit of water in.
Yeah.
And you hit one of his spikes, his shell comes off, and you fill it up, and he breathes this misty fire, and it is amazing. But it's got articulation. He's big. He looks just like he came out of the video game. And I saw that thing, and I was like, dude, fig of the year? Fig
right. That's why I got him. Out of all of them. Yeah, like the Mario and Luigi look cool too. But Bowser's just rad. Like he's just a good size. He's
I'll say this.
Than the others.
My son getting that Bowser, Jess bought it for him. I didn't get it for him, and he brought it home. I played with it for a minute, and I went, oh, I got to have all these now. I have to have every one. I'm like, God dang it, dude. They got me. They freaking got me with that Bowser.
Yep.
He literally, Jack Black may be nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song for that Peaches song. Like, dude, this is wild. Like, they may not have like knocked it completely out of the park as far as like, the movie being this crazy thing, but they got a chance. Nintendo has a chance to build an insanely badass universe.
That's cool.
Like the movies that they could, Mario 2, and maybe they do a Donkey Kong movie or something like that.
Wario movie would be sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be real bad.
Jonesy, I just want to know, when you hear that Peaches song, does it make you think of me?
At first I did. I was like, dude, he really needs to hear this, before
I looked it up. I think after one of y'all sent it, I looked it up and I was just laughed like, oh my God, this is amazing.
I've been
Dude.
scrolling by it. I've been trying not to listen to it till I see the movie.
It's nothing like
Right.
It's
yeah,
just
there's
funny.
nothing that's
It's
gonna
just-
spoil it. It's just him singing it.
Mhm.
Just
pretty
Jack
funny.
Black as Bowser's just nailed it. From what it looks like, and it
I
sounds
didn't-
like.
It's more better in the movie. Like at the end of the movie, it's
Yeah.
literally just Bowser. Like
Yeah.
it's not like Jack Black dressed up. It's just animated Bowser
Yeah.
doing it. So.
Right.
I didn't know that Jack Black was in a Pitfall commercial for Atari back in like 1980 or 82 or something.
I
didn't
saw
know.
that.
I've been seeing that on IG lately. I think that's hilarious.
He looks just how you would think he would look
Yeah.
at 13 years old or however
Right.
old he was. Looks just cutest little fucker.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
come a long way.
Moving off a little bit of Mario, did you guys see? I know we're not. We used to be, but Masters of the Universe, the Origin Snake Mountain playset is coming out.
Is it now?
Skeletor's Castle.
Yeah.
It's badass. It's big and purple. Like if you're gonna end up, being that Masters of the Universe guy again, like it's
Yeah.
one to get.
Let's see it.
Yeah, and that's
Oh wow, that's pretty
for
sick,
like
man.
the 6 or 8 inch figs too, isn't it? So I mean, it's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah. It'll be like the size of Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
The only thing I like about it is in these pre-order pictures, they don't show the box art.
Right.
As you guys
That's
know,
nice.
old He-Man stuff, the box art's like old Iron Maiden albums. They're awesome
Right.
to look at.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be killer.
$85, $80 probably at Target is what they're normally going for.
Oh, it's not bad.
What was
Yeah,
the?
that just hadn't picked back up like they're wanting it to, because they've been pushing the Revelations, He-Man Revelation
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I see it on clearance all the time.
I'll tell you one thing I saw that it was like, damn, I kind of want in this was the Super 7. Is it the Battle Tank or Battle Cat or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
vehicle. Holy shit balls.
Just-
that thing looks awesome.
Thundercat Battle Tank or something
There
like
you go.
that.
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
looked
yeah.
bad. And it was huge.
Yeah, was that Super
yeah.
7?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
I
think
think
sweet.
Big Bad Toy Store. It's like $250 or something.
Right. Hmm.
So why is the Turtle Van 500 anyways?
Dude.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Dude.
We've already talked about that.
Yeah.
I could get on the soapbox all fucking day about that.
Right.
Come on, man. What do you guys think about the new Dungeons and Dragons? Were you guys ever into that? What was your thoughts on it?
The movie was awesome. I've seen the chick from Fast and the Furious that plays in the new movie. There's an action figure of her. I thought it was pretty cool, but it's just, where do you stop as far as the different lines that we collect and everything?
Yeah, it's
Where do you
kinda
draw the
thing.
line?
They've got cool figures and the box art's awesome and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's like where it doesn't really hit home
No,
with me.
no.
Like I didn't
I'm a
play or do any.
I'm definitely a fan of
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, but as far as collecting like the figures and stuff, like you boys, it's like, where do you draw the line? Now, the art, if I could find a book with just art or something like that,
Yeah.
I might scoop it. If I saw something, because that art is amazing, and the history of it, and all the people who've
Right.
worked on that game is just mind boggling. So I respect the hell out of that.
All right, guys, just jumping off a little bit of toys here. Secret Invasion,
Yep.
Marvel Secret Invasion. What do you guys feel? How do you guys,
I think it's going to be a
are we
good
going to see
setup
Captain
for-
America on the moon, or what's going to happen?
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good setup for Secret Wars, and the shows revolves around oh my gosh, Tony Stark. The show revolves around Samuel L. Jackson. I can't think of his name.
There you go. Nick
but,
Fury.
Nick Fury, thank you. So, but I'm curious to see what kind of cameos we get and where it goes to. I think is it 6 episodes? I'm pretty sure is what it is.
June 21st, Disney Plus. Obviously, you guys know how this stuff kind of reacts, but like this article I'm reading, it says it may drop all at once.
Oh, good. I'll binge it.
Yeah, we'll just
Probably watch
like
it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like
think
that, and I don't like it because I like the wait. Like it almost gives you something to talk about every week.
Right. Yeah.
Certain like
true.
I would hate it. I would hate it if they did that to the Mandalorian.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And in bingers, dude, I get it, dude. I'll binge some shit too, man. But man, that would suck.
Yeah.
Like I like that anticipation of every week. Like, oh, we're getting a new Mandalorian episode. Oh, we're getting a new Mandalorian episode.
Right.
I'd hate that if it. Maybe it's a series that warrants that though.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think it's like a real big, blockbuster of a series. I think it's just a good jumping off point for what is this, wave 5 or wave 6 for whatever they're doing with it, for the whole Secret Wars theme.
Yep. I think it's a wrap up on the Nick Fury. It's like an extension of the Nick Fury origin story.
Yeah.
Then I like that he's on the run. He's like a fugitive. It almost the trailer made me feel like it was like a Jason Bourne movie or some kind of Mission Impossible or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't our classic Marvel movie. It was more like a drama, like suspense. And anyway,
I'm curious to see what it's going to be doing, because it's all the Skrulls. And so how have they infiltrated our stuff, and where have they been, and what are they doing,
Yeah, because they can shape shift, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then it should have, I would assume it's going to have the Marvels in it. And it's going to lead up to the movie, which
it's going to give us that cliffhanger of who we thought may or may not have been the Skrull the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because somebody's been a Skrull this whole fucking time.
Right.
So
I like that.
It?
TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. You got me thinking now.
Guardians release, guys. It seems like every month we've been getting some big releases. Next month, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Beginning of June. Those new Jordan highs for Into the Spider-Verse look pretty sweet too.
Are they?
But man, that movie's going to be nuts. I think, Perry, didn't you just get one of those figs?
I did. You want me to show it off?
Yeah.
So yeah, I scooped the cyborg Spider-Woman because let's be honest, I think when we all saw this fig online, we were like, "What in the hell is that?"
No.
And I gotta say, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
She's a chunk, man. Like I picked it up in the store and it was heavy.
Yeah, solid little fig. Yeah. Pretty decent. The arm doesn't have very good articulation because it's a cannon. Gatling gun.
Yeah.
But the little poopies they put on it with the spikes and the chains and the kind of mask detail. Yeah. And then you have different, the legs are different, and it's almost like Spawn fucked Spider-Man and they had this baby, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love this figure so much. The packaging is the windowless and there's
right
packaging. But dude, she's awesome.
Speaking of cyborg arms, Nebula in the new Guardians of the Galaxy is sweet. Like she's packing some new stuff.
Nice.
She's pretty rad. Yeah.
I always like old Neb. Anyways, no, this fig, I saw it and it was like, for me, it was like possible fig of the year. Like this thing's amazing. I love it. Go get it.
It's like Spider-Man and Spawn put together.
Exactly, man. It's just a cool ass fucking action figure. And I'm going to tell you what, Nolan has not let go of this thing since I got it out of the box. He wants to know where Spider-Man is. Like he is. Yeah. So I love that. I love that they're doing that. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think it's good for the action figure community when you have a franchise like this that can pump out a bunch of cool different figures. And it's not a Build-A-Fig, which you would have thought would have been a Build-A-Fig. Thank God it wasn't a Build-A-Fig. It's on the shelf. So awesome.
You guys got any more news we need to discuss? Anything else we need to jump into?
We are patiently awaiting the arrival of the Heat Boys, Leonardo. You guys.
Yeah.
Somebody chirped that this morning, and we've mentioned him before, but come on.
There's some people that have it. I guess they're ordering it from China from a third party or something and getting it, but
It'll
Waiting
happen
on?
when it drops. It'll drop, and it'll be.
For those that don't know
Glorious.
at home, this is what we're
Yeah.
pitching about. This Mecha Leo.
Yeah.
I think they
Anyways.
dropped the Michelangelo pick the other day.
Really?
Yeah, Heat Boys Mikey. I don't know if like where it's pre-ordered or anything, but I think they had like a leak.
Yeah.
Like a product leak. You could probably Google it and see it.
That's
Nice.
awesome, though. They're going to do all 4.
Yeah. Oh shit, guys! We're looking about an hour here into Epic Nerd Time. We're jumping off the news. We've had a couple collapsible segments this week, but we will round out the show talking about this month's scoops.
I like it.
Because we got tons of. I know Ken's got tons of stuff. I know Kenton has picked up a couple more things for Perry and myself.
Yeah.
But I will go first because I won't have too awful much.
Send it.
My latest obsession here. Got online, found out about Record Store Day. Then I found out about 3-inch records. And then I found out about this little thing.
Hell yeah.
And it's a Crosley little 3-inch record player. And it has a little record with it.
I love that it's see-through. It's like those telephones all the girls had when we were kids.
Yeah.
You got a pretty
That's great.
Hell yeah.
These things are actually like $100 to $150, like like in an aftermarket or whatever.
Yeah.
Found some lady on Mercari selling it with the record for $50.
Nice.
Boom. Scoop
Yeah.
and score.
Easy scoop.
I love it.
Carrying on with little scoops, I finally received my Either Them or Us lesser known comics Kickstarter package with a couple little goodies inside that. It's a horror show.
Yeah.
Jay Louder stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got an awesome book, an awesome signed book, Chiasm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hard to see. It's 33 of 40. It's signed, big letters by Doug himself.
Nice.
Managed
Hell
to
yeah.
my book as well. And then the Either Them or Us, the book written by Mark Bernal. Head over to Lesser Known Comics. Today, pick out your comic books, Epic Nerd 15 at checkout, and you guys save some dollars.
I love
Other
it.
than
And let's
that-
not, I love how you're just like, oh, and he's working on my book. Jonesy, the fact that you're making a comic book is awesome. And we haven't really announced
Yeah.
it much on this show. And I expect when that thing drops that we focus on that for a show.
Well,
'Cause it
we will
looks-
talk
it looks
about it
awesome.
we will talk about the beginning of the month, next month. Kickstarter starts next month for Lesser Known Comics Batch 5. And that's what the book will be a part of.
Okay.
It is a mini. It's 10 pages. 10 pages of story.
Yeah.
A couple pages of like just fun stuff like sketches and
Right.
pictures and stuff. It will have a Mad Magazine folding page in it.
Oh, cool.
There'll be some lesser known advertisements and stuff. The full book will slate it. I don't know. You guys know how it goes. Full book should drop September next year.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
So preliminary story is kind of written. There will be some new characters involved to kind of round out the book. You guys see the preliminary logo that we had, the Illuma bird.
Yeah.
Close up on his head. The Illuma bird will be in the book.
Rad.
So kind of like Epic Nerd Time, like little like
Mesh.
subliminal poopy.
Yeah.
I love
If
it.
you
You've
would.
slipped us some shots of the artwork, and I'm
Yeah.
digging it, man.
Dude, we've been going back and forth a little bit, and I was like, man, we need to do some more with the color and some more with dude's beard. And then he just got into the mode, and then all of a sudden he's sending me pictures, and I'm just like mind blown, like, oh my God. Like, let's fucking go,
Hell yeah.
So
He's a great artist, man.
And here's the thing, y'all, and I mean, we've talked about this before, we've had him on the show. Dude's legally blind.
Mm,
So like go into your kitchen and look through a cheese grater.
yeah.
And that's basically like what it is. Or if you want to know how, what happened to him, go check out Chiasm, his first comic book, and they'll tell you the whole story.
Pretty cool. Awesome
But
story.
I will say this too, with Chiasm and Super Wicked White Silk Squadron, I do have some editor, I don't know how would you say it, like
Footnotes.
yeah, there you go. I edited 2 of them. I just went over his grammar and spelling, whatever. So
Look at you, buddy.
anyway,
Yeah.
horn tooted. Check
Horn
out
tooted.
LessonComics.com. The Kickstarters are rolling. And hey, I think this month or sometime next month, Kickstarter for Tank McGregor and the Cosmic Colossus. Guys, if you haven't got on the Tank McGregor bandwagon, check that out. It's going to be, pun intended, it'll be fucking epic.
Yeah,
Anyways,
right.
boys, impress me with your toy buying. Show me some fucking toys.
You go, Perry.
First, since we're on I went to Target recently. I found the Red Ronin, which we all know and love. That was a score. I was like, if I see that on the shelf, it's happening. And I saw him on the shelf, so I bought it. So that was one. And then I found this little bundle online that Canton helped me out with. We kind of split it. And that was really my biggest purchase. And it involved a bunch of the quarter scale figs.
Yeah.
And up first, the guy shipped all 4 with a bunch of little poopies, some collectibles and stuff, but basically
That's
bought
the
a
best
bundle.
one, dude.
It's sick, dude. He's so sick. And then what started it all was looking for Leo, just to find a quarter scale Leo. That's all I wanted, really. And he's hard to find, and so found a bundle, fucking threw the guy an offer. He was all about it. And so I got these 2. And then Canton, you can see behind him, he's got Raph and Donnie back there. So we split them, and super pumped. Now I have to have all 4, though. I mean, I think Canton as well. When you saw them all sitting on this desk, you were like, oh my God, like they need their own shelf.
Yeah.
And this one, yeah, they need their own space. And then,
dude, if you can find the undercover RAF in the quarter scale,
Right. Yeah.
Oh, hell.
or
that's
like a
really
foot
fun.
soldier or a splinter, yeah, you like your shredder, yeah, like
Mhm.
oh, there went Leo. Anyways, no, that undercover RAF. Oh my God, that'd be like the cream dream.
Yeah.
But these are cool. They're just blown up, from the neck of figs.
Mhm.
So pretty sweet to have. But the guy, he told me, he said, I'm getting out of Turtles, which broke my heart. And he said, I'm going to Star Wars. I'm going to start collecting more Star Wars. So he wanted some money, so he's selling his TMNT off. And he sold a bunch of poopies with it. Like, here we got a little Secret of the Use flip book. And I think it shows the scene, you flip through it and it shows a scene, I think, of Leo fighting, some foot in the movie or whatever. So he flipped through that, you see. Then he saw the original wax pack of the movie cards. We got these little poopies with it. One of my favorites, just because Nolan loved it, was this bad boy.
Yeah.
The Pizza Power game. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's red.
Yeah. So I just thought that was cool because it was not
and
the best shape.
He had that poster in
The
this
poster-
bag over here. I fixed the zipper on the bag.
Yep. Poster in the bag. And then he sent some other little foofy stuff with it.
Yeah.
I'm in the Funko
Oh.
world now. I'm in the Funko world. I got
Yeah.
a Casey Jones Funko. I've entered that realm. Anyways, so that was an awesome score, man. When I got that box, it was so much fun to go through. Yes.
The baby
Full pack of
turtles, yeah.
those.
Yeah, and I got a little bus, a little bus that Leo comes with, and I got some artwork too. He sent from the movie, but just a cool score that me and Canton kind of split. The last thing I scored recently, see if I can get him without knocking everybody over, was old Cap, man, the old Rebel Tech Cap, and I've been in love with this fig since I saw it up for pre-order. It's got the old school, skin on him. He's a beast. He's the Cap you want. He's not. Some of the Cap figs are just like skinny, and you just don't. This guy's a tank. Yeah. And he came with some cool effects and stuff. So that was a quick Rebel Tech score. Anyways, he's fun. Posability on these figs, I love. Anyways, that wraps it up for me, man.
Nice. So going back to the last show, I'd sent this off and it came back quick. Got this 9.8 signed and sketched Last Ronin. There's the sketch and the signature on there from Ben Bishop. So, and that's the Mike Diodato cover. But yeah, I'm really proud of this thing. It's a little grail for me.
Yeah, that thing is only going to gain value.
Yeah. And I talked about this dude, little General Zog action. He's a chunk.
Yeah. I've been
Yeah,
on
he's
that
rad.
one.
He's sitting up on my shelf now, and I've got to get something figured out with my NECA boys. They're just not displayed good enough for me yet. So gonna work on that this fall and winter. I've been too busy working in the garden,
Right.
you know.
I get it.
And then I got on still riding that X-Men kick. So I scooped this Bishop, and then this one popped up online. This dude has these sales that he does on Facebook and stuff. And this is sweet because it's got that holographic Gambit card. And
Hell yeah.
I've never seen a holographic card in a package before. So that guy was talking about that. I was like, I got to get this. And then I ended up
it's Gambit too.
Yeah, right. And I scooped that Omega Red, and I've got this little Wolvie for Perry.
Hell yeah.
I gotta get up there to you. Yeah. And then I've been on a huge freaking Star Wars kick. So I got that set, and then I got all these guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All the Obi-Wan series that I've scooped, and then all these like variants, you freaking Bill Burr and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name. Yeah. And yeah, this Axe Woves is pretty rad. He's cool.
Oh, his helmet comes off. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, his does, and Bo Katan's does, and whoever that other chick is, I don't even remember her name, the third character. And I don't know if I've shown you all this on here, but I've got Jon Favreau Star Wars, where he's in the package with the helmet off, and it's him. So
I don't know
think
if we've seen that on here, but I think we've seen it. That's still really badass, though.
Yeah, so I'm not going to open him. I like having him sealed.
Did you order him online?
Yeah, I picked him up on Hasbro Pulse, which he's sold out on there now. So, and then the only other thing I want to show off is this guy that we were gushing over last time.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, is the Joker bat.
Get out of my ass.
Dark Detective, yeah.
He's out of my ass.
Yeah, he's freaking sweet. So, I mean, it's a gold label, just like the other Dark Detective that you've got, Perry, but he's got the jacket and he's Joker-fied, and the paint's freaking awesome.
Did you see the picture though the other day, Perry? He's got us one. Yeah.
For real?
He scooped us one.
Yeah,
we had this conversation a while.
Got him for you.
When he first got it, I was like, dude.
I thought he just got you one. You got me one too? I thought you just scooped Jonesy one. Oh, my man.
I got you one too. Yeah.
Hey, baby boy.
Yeah. So, and then, here's all the cards, that come with him.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude.
Pick of the year. Pick of the year candidate.
Right. Yeah.
As sad as it is, I won't open that. I will get a case for that.
I've got a second one. It's in that.
I won't open that. That figure's too awesome.
That's when you know you got the bug, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Walmart has some good plastic clamshells online for that this dude makes that fits all the McFarlane stuff in it. And I just haven't bought them yet. And it's just like it's like this.
Does it fit right up next to it, or has it got a little space?
Like these right here. So it doesn't have the hanger. It's just like the actual just thin plastic clamshell.
I like that better. I like that better.
Easy storage and stuff. So
display easy.
Yeah, and I've just stuck mine on the wall with these.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Easy way to get it up there. So
damn, I'm pumped now. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Where'd you find it? Target or where?
Target in Little Rock. Yeah, but I was at the one in Bryant the other day, and they had a bunch there. I haven't seen them here in town. It's Conway's Target doesn't get what these others do. I don't know if we just got more collectors here and I'm not there, or what, but go down to McCain or down to Bryant and I can always find different stuff.
So, I didn't see any yesterday when I was in Springfield, Missouri at that Target.
Yeah.
They had McFarlane, but no Joker eyes. I'm glad they didn't, because I would have bought one and you already bought me one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think I'll be up there next weekend, maybe. Rachel's coming, or no, the 19th. Rachel's coming up then for graduation. So I might be up there then. A couple weeks bringing you guys your stuff.
Hell yeah.
I need to I need an occurring total. I know I got some comic books that I need to pay for too.
Oh yeah. I know. I got to get that freaking everything together so I don't forget anything.
Plastic crack dealer hadn't made his rounds in a few months.
Yeah, he's a little rusty.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man,
It's awesome. That's a good scoops though, boys. I think we did
Yeah.
good.
yeah, for sure.
Oh shit! Hey, I got one more. My Tuscan boy. Can't forget him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. The credit collection, that artwork based
Right.
on the Mandalorian, those figs are the shit. I'm sorry.
No.
I love them.
How do you like the soft goods on him?
I haven't, well, as you see, he's put up. But I mean,
he's
from looking
just
at him,
from what
they
you
look-
can see.
they look pretty good.
Tell
They
you
look
one
good.
thing I don't like is Luke's hood on his cape here. It's too big, and I screwed up and like pulled it over his head, and I should have just left it because it was folded back right. But if you try and fold it over, there's a seam inside, and it just doesn't look good. So I just pulled it off of him, and because that's the newest Luke from Mando, and then they've got
I
the
want that
one
one too.
from Book of Boba Fett where he's got Grogu with him too. So, and Darth, y'all have this Darth Vader. He's got weak
Yes.
ankles. He doesn't like standing.
Yeah, I got him.
He tries falling forward on me.
You know, the soft goods, they're not the best. Like, let's say, for example, this soft goods I have on this Gambit Mayfex,
Yeah.
fucking money, dude. Money.
Right.
Like, good quality. The buttons look good.
Yeah.
You have the cable that runs through them, and it's not just some chintzy cable. Like, it's
Right.
a really good bendable cable. You're
Yeah.
not gonna get that with Black Series figs.
Mm-mm.
But overall, they look good. Like him in the package, man, he looks
Yeah.
fucking awesome. I can't
Yeah.
wait until the Chief Tuscan and all those come out. That 4-pack
Right.
and all that. I pre-ordered
Yeah.
those. Anyways,
Oh, you know what? I did miss one. I got this. Got the Dymo, man.
The Daimyo.
Yeah.
oh,
He's
fuck
freaking
yeah.
rad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Damn you,
sweet.
Canton.
I know.
That
The
thing
little
is
rocket
sick.
pieces on the bottom of his pack come off. This comes out, I think. Yeah, I think you can launch that. I haven't really messed with it.
I need to
But
get-
I mean, again, the detail is just freaking amazing with these guys. He's got the gaffy stick.
Yeah, I need a review on that. How's it?
Yeah. Oh, it's rad. I mean, the gaffy's kind of like the one with
The Black Series.
with Boba, but it's not quite as it's not as brittle, I guess. It doesn't bend and stuff. It's a little stiffer.
Good.
So-
I was gonna say, hopefully it's not flimsy like the other ones.
Yeah, no, it's not flimsy.
Does that have any color on it? Does that have any color? Or is it all just brown?
It's brown and like a bronzy,
Okay.
kind of gray where the metal would be.
That
Comes
thing's
with the
fucking sick.
rifle and some hands and stuff, and then he's got the grappling hook that's got this little, it's got this little claw that comes with it, and so this comes out on his arm here.
And it's a ninja claw too. We see
Yeah,
that
the
in
ninja
Ronin.
claw comes out, and then the grappling hook goes in his arm right there. So it's pretty sweet. Yeah, he's rad. They're all rad. Again, these are like the best, best freaking, most detailed, figs they have out there when you're spending over $100. His little musket pistol and his katana, they're pretty sweet too. So
Those figs they're just art. They just look so pretty sitting on
Yeah.
the shelf is the thing.
Yeah.
It's like you pay up a little bit on them, but dude, they just
Right.
look so beautiful.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Bandai does good with those.
Good score. Good score. Need. Thanks. Add that to my fucking cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we round it out, guys, what are we eyeballing right now? What are you guys thinking about scooping? What's besides Mecha Leo?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
we're all horny for Mecha
I'm
Leo.
wanting to finish out the Mando Black Series line, and because I really want to make a case that has them all in it. There's like 30 of them, and I could do 3 rows of 10 and have a sweet background, and I think that'd just be pretty cool. So to have that whole group, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not chasing TMNT like I was.
I think we're all waiting for those releases, the Ultimates, to come out. This
Yeah.
Duncan Dawn and all those
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
Space Cadet and all those guys. We're looking forward to that. Me, as far as pre-orders go, like I said, the Tuscans, that Chieftain,
Yeah.
and then the 4 with him. I want all 5 of those. I think I have those on pre-order, and then the N1. I think we all,
The
Yeah,
N
we all
one
want
is
it.
probably the
Rad.
one, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like we
I
just
mean-
got to find them. I guess is the thing. I think we'll all own that.
Mhm.
Eventually.
It's just not out yet. Like
Right.
Yeah.
it'll be, when we do a Christmas time episode
Yeah.
closer
Hopefully
to
we'll
that,
have it then.
we'll
Yeah.
probably all have it. or
Mhm.
one of us is gonna have it
Yeah.
by then.
Yep.
So
What about
anything
you,
we
Josh? What
missed
are
or
you
anything we need?
looking at?
Oh man! Besides finishing out this comic book, the black and white Usagi,
Yeah, I know. I keep
that
looking for him.
that black and white Usagi, that's one. I've really been still kicking the tires on picking up graded stuff.
Luke
I
and
think the
Leia.
graded like Black Series Mando,
Right.
just because I don't have it. Like I'd like to have it in the collection.
Yeah.
Of a graded Boba. And I was looking online and I seen a graded Luke from 77 for like $245, and it's about as cheap as I've seen him.
No.
It was at a 75 grade. The lowest grade I've got on him is a 70. So
Yeah.
I've been wanting to complete that. So
Yeah.
That would be sick. You posted a
That'd be
picture
rad.
all your slabs the other day, and I was like, oh my god, that's what started it all for me. Was that like anyway? Well, Wolvie started it all, but then the Tuscan talk, and you got a graded Tuscan, and it was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
other than that, honestly, there is, if you look, Stan Sakai, he's the original artist for Usagi.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Usagi TMNT omnibus, and you can look on Amazon, and they're fucking selling for like $100 or some
Yeah.
shit. Go to his website; he has them in stock for $17.99.
Hell yeah.
I'm
People are
just
evil.
saying, like, if you haven't seen Stan Sakai draw TMNT and Usagi, his art style is so badass.
Yeah.
It is so good. It's almost like a badass third grader drew it. It's
Right.
It's just so rad. But anyway, that's me. That's what I'm kind of hunting for.
Hell yeah.
All right, boys.
Anything we need to hit on before we lay this fucker to bed?
Stay tuned. It was nice knowing you. Keep us updated on Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sure we're all going to be jamming that here pretty
Right.
soon.
Yeah.
So next
Oh,
episode,
man.
next episode, we'll have some poopies on it.
If
Yeah.
you guys aren't into Tears of the Kingdom, next episode might be very Zelda heavy. So
Yeah.
you might have to skip next month if you're just looking for toys. But y'all, until next time, for the Kobe Bryant Team and T Figure Collecting, for the Willie Mays Hayes of this podcast, I've been your host, Josh Jones. One more time for the people, head over to lesserknowncomics.com. Pick up your comics today. Use promo code EpicNerd15 at checkout. Guys, check out Kickstarter.com for Super Wicked White Cell Squadron, Outcome the Comics, and anything that has come from Lesser Known in the past few months, guys. Next month's going to be super fun. Check out Guardians. See you next time.
Later, nerds.